couple of things that I'd say that we did at the start that has made a big difference. So I would say, first of all, get a good legal team. No matter what your size is, you will need them, because it's a minefield of, if you want to trademark your company, if you want to go out there and sell it in the EU, what are the commercial legalities of that? Accountancy. One of the other things people always think, I'll just do the finance, bit of a spreadsheet would be grand. If you invest in a decent accountancy who will work with you as a small company and help you grow, sometimes you make a decision early because you need the money, you need the something, and you'll think about the ramifications later. But it's your IP. That's the bit that's going to be valuable in 5 years' time or 10 years' time. So that would be my advice. Take all those things and give yourself some protection, both from your IP, from the legals, from your commercials, and from your finance. Once you've got those things, they will grow with you, and they'll keep you out of jail, and they'll keep you out of the debtor's prison sometimes too. So that would be my advice. Put the foundations of a big business into a small business. Anne Marie McGoldrick, co-founder and director of the Electric Storage Company. The Electric Storage Company was established in 2017. We are a energy, renewables, data and services company. Basically, we optimise every unit of energy you have in your home or your business from renewables. Concentrate mainly on the platform that we call Paris, and our aim is to make energy greener, cleaner, smarter for everybody, both for businesses and for individual domestic homes. Eddie is the co-founder. He is my other half. He worked for 30 years for NIE, and as part of that senior management development program, he went to Harvard. And at Harvard, the question was, what would disrupt your industry? And the answer to that was storage. So that's what we did. We started in 2017, and we started with himself and myself. And we then took in one undergraduate to help us. And we now have 17 people working for us. From a resilience point of view, step back and remind yourself why you're doing this. Most startups, new companies, don't start out to be a millionaire. They start out because they have a good idea and they believe in that idea. We had a real belief in what we were trying to do. We actually believed that we should be making a difference to this market. We believed it was unfair that you, as a residential customer, were paying much more than the guy down the road who has a grocery shop. Remind yourself about your vision, and you have to wake up in the morning. You have to motivate yourself. There's not a big paycheck at the end of the week mostly, and that will drive you. And you have to just keep going, guys. You have to keep thinking about, I did a good thing today. This was one good thing I did this week. This was a good success, or that was a good conversation. If I'm inviting you to have the conversation in my back room, it's not as powerful as arriving somewhere here where you've got a professional desk, somebody who can speak to you. You have access to rooms, boardrooms, other areas that you can come and sit in, even if your own room that you're renting here is small. It's also good to have the networking opportunities here. When we first came here, there was 2 companies on the 3rd floor. We became great friends and we helped each other and supported each other. But it was nice to know there was somebody else in the same position as you. You weren't on your own. You weren't isolated. You still you could share the same sort of problems over coffee in the morning. And I think the people here are great. So you can walk down the corridor and knock the door and say, talk to somebody and market it, and easy access to people, which as a small company you won't always have. And the other thing the centre does is it brings people together and allows you to share ideas, allows you to learn together. So they would have had sessions on trademarking or claim back your R&D credits. All of that stuff is really important as a small business. So for here, this was definitely great for us. And the other thing we liked about it was car parking, all of those stuff. The passion behind that is it's easier if I give an example from a customer. As part of the project, we put some kit into people's houses. So we had to pick homes which were normal size homes. So some of those are social housing, some of them are just a normal 2 up, 2 down. And one of the customers we put that into had a prepay meter. And I got an email from him 5 months ago now to say, I just wanted to say thank you very much for what you've done for my family. He said my electricity bill has gone from £350 a quarter to £8 a week. But he said, you have made a difference to our life, made a difference to our family. That's the kind of reward you get for saying, absolutely, no, I'm doing this for a reason. We were talking now about the cost of living. Cost of living crisis has been there for a lot of people for a long time, not just now. And it's about that everybody should have access. So that democratisation, decentralisation, that's really important to us, really important to me. And that's why I do it. It's that feedback from a real customer who said, you've made a difference to me. What if